diamond ring and 12 red roses, everything she ever wanted. All those dreams, and now they're finally here.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another video part of my wedding series here on my channel. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I got married back in September, and I started a whole wedding series here just to kind of document every step of the wedding planning process. So if you haven't checked out any of those videos, I'll link them down below so you can check them out. But today's video is going to be all about my bridal accessories. So I'm going to be just sharing with you guys everything that I wore on my wedding day, everything from my dress, my veil, shoes, jewelry, all those things. So if you guys are interested in watching this video, if you're getting married or if you know someone who's getting married, I just wanted to do this video to kind of give you guys some ideas in case you were interested and tell you where I got everything from. So if you guys are interested in watching, just stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So pretty much, I'll start off with my dress just because everything kind of revolved around the dress, regarding my shoes, veil, everything. So for my dress, I picked out a Casablanca bridal dress, and Casablanca is the brand of the dress. So I loved my dress. It was like my dream dress, and basically it was a ball gown with a sweetheart neckline, lace trimming, just sparkles and pearls, and it was just gorgeous. So I'll insert some pictures here of my bridal dress, but basically it was just it was really long. It was a huge dress with a lot of intricate details on it. So I knew I kind of wanted to go with more minimalistic accessories just because the dress had so much going on. But I loved it so much. I got it from a boutique called Formerly Yours. So I'll link them down below as well if in case you were interested. But it was a Casablanca dress, and it was part of their Spring 2016 collection. So it was like from this year. So if you guys, I'll link them down below if I can find the actual link to the dress and kind of where they sell it at. But I just loved it. It was actually the first dress that I tried on, and I have a video of when I went wedding dress shopping as well, so I'll link that down below as well. But basically it was just a beautiful, just kind of like a princess dress, and that's kind of what I always envisioned my wedding dress to be like, just because, you know, I'm like super girly and I love all the sparkle and lace and pearls and all that. So that was my wedding dress, and I did have to get it altered. I got the bodice altered, and I also got the train and the hems of the dress altered as well. So that kind of took a while as well, but at the end it just fit perfectly. It fit like a glove. They added a bustle to it, and it was just gorgeous dress. But along with the dress, I also got my veil at the same boutique called Formerly Yours, and I decided to go with a cathedral lace veil, and I have that here, so let me show you guys that. I haven't really like put it away or stored it. I just kind of have it hanging on this hanger right now just to show you guys. But basically it was a long veil, and it has just gorgeous lace trimming. I'll kind of put a close-up here so you guys can see, but it's basically lace, and it has rhinestones all over it. So I love this veil. It did have, you know, the little comb so you can attach it to your hair. So let me show you guys where that is. So it's basically right here, and basically, you know, this comb right here is just kind of what attached it to my hair. And I decided to wear my hair down for my wedding day just because I usually wear my hair down and I just feel most comfortable with my hair down. So I had it half up, half down, and I had the veil on along with my headpiece, which I'll get to in a minute. But I just loved this veil, and it is from the brand Westwood. It's the Westwood collection, and I just loved it so much. I did want to go with that long like train look for my wedding just because, you know, it's a once in a lifetime event, and you know, when else are you gonna ever get the chance to wear a huge long veil like that? So I definitely wanted that for my wedding, and that's what I got for my veil. Now, since I wore my hair down, or half up, half down, I wanted to have some type of headpiece or something that kind of stood out. So I found this one on Amazon, and it was just gorgeous. It is just beautiful. It was silver, and it's sparkly, and it had pearls on it. And basically how I wore it is I wore it on the back of my head. So I kind of put had my hairstylist like put it on the back of my head kind of like this, and then I had like curls and stuff. I'll insert some pictures here so you can kind of have an idea of how I wore it. I was either gonna wear it like that or wear it like on top of my head, but it was so bulky I didn't want it to like, you know, be too flashy on top of my head, so I decided to put it on the back, and it just worked out really nicely. It did come with ribbons on it, but I cut the ribbons off just because I wasn't gonna tie it around my head. I was gonna have it more of like just kind of go around my head. So anyways, this is what I wore for my headpiece, and I loved it. I think this was probably like 20 bucks on Amazon, and it came pretty rather quickly with Amazon Prime. And I was kind of hesitant about buying things on Amazon just because, you know, you can't see them in person, so you don't really know how it's going to be or the quality of it. So I did read a lot of reviews. Like, I read a lot of reviews in general just for anything that I'm going to purchase, but I definitely did that for this headpiece, and a lot of people had posted pictures of what it looked like, and it looked pretty nice, so I decided to go ahead and buy it. So I got this one here. I did get another headpiece because for our wedding we did have a civil ceremony, which was 2 weeks prior to our actual wedding day, and I wore a different headpiece for that. Let me go grab that so I can show you guys that as well. Alright, and the headpiece that I wore for our civil ceremony was this one here, and this was more of like a little clip. And for the civil ceremony, I decided to wear my hair kind of to the side in a low like ponytail with this on the side like this. And I'll insert some pictures so you kind of know what I'm talking about. But it was just to the side, and I had this side combed headpiece on this side, but I loved it so much. So I got this one on Amazon as well, so I got both of them on there, and I got both of them just because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with kind of like a clip thing for my actual wedding day, so I just got it, but I ended up just wearing it to the civil ceremony, which worked out nicely. And speaking about our civil ceremony, I did wear a different dress to that. So basically our civil ceremony, what it was is basically we signed our marriage license during our civil ceremony, and we had that at our church with our congregation. So for that I wore more of a like a pencil dress, and I have that here. And this is the dress that I wore for that. So it was basically just this gorgeous like lace dress as well. It hit me right about the knee, and this is by Adriana Papel, and they sell it at Macy's, her Macy's collection. But I loved it so much. So it's kind of more of like, you know, more like a professional kind of dress, but still very elegant. So that's what I wore to our civil ceremony. Alright, so now on to my shoes. Oh my gosh, I was obsessed with my shoes. I knew that I definitely wanted to kind of go all out with my shoes because I am obsessed with shoes. I love shoes, and I definitely wanted my wedding shoes to stand out just because I'm gonna remember them for the rest of my life. So I researched like a lot of different types of wedding shoes, and I researched like shoes that would match with my actual dress and kind of the style of my dress. So I found these gorgeous Bagley Mishka shoes. I originally wanted to go with just the traditional ones that just have like the studs on the back and they're just pure white, but I saw these and I was like, oh my gosh, I love them so much. But these are my shoes right here. These are my wedding shoes that I wore, and oh my gosh, I am still obsessed with them. I love them so much. Basically, they had this gorgeous detailing on them. They are made out of silk, silk and suede, and they're just gorgeous. They're kind of like a peep toe here, and they covered my ankle, which I liked, and they had just this gorgeous detailing on them, and they weren't actually very high. Like the heel wasn't very high, surprisingly, because I usually kind of wear, when I wear heels, I wear heels that are a little bit higher, but lately I haven't been wearing them too high. But I knew I wanted to get a heel that was going to be comfortable to wear all day because I did not want to take my heels off throughout the whole wedding. So these weren't that high. I think these were about 3 3/4 inch, something like that. So not that high at all, and they were super comfortable. I got them in a size 6, and these I would say run a little bit small, so I would definitely go a half a size up if you were interested in Bagley Mishka shoes, just because I feel like they're made for like really narrow feet. I don't know, that's what I think, but I did have to break them in a little bit, so I would walk around the house with them before the wedding, just because they were a little bit narrow. So I would go half a size up, and with heels, my foot's like pretty narrow, it's very slim, so I usually wear a 5.5, which is kind of crazy, I know. Sometimes I can wear a 6, but with these, since they ran a little bit smaller, I ended up going with a 6, and they fit perfectly. So yeah, so this is what they look like. and I'm just in love with them. They're just gorgeous, gorgeous shoes, and inside they're just rose gold, and they have the Bagli Mishka little logo there, but I just love them. They were gorgeous. I literally love these shoes. I could just stare at them all day. I love them so much. Alright, now so on to jewelry. So for jewelry for our wedding day, since my dress was so intricate and so many details, and it had so many details, I definitely wanted to go with something very simple. Since the bottom was very sparkly, it had a lot going up here, I decided to not go with a necklace. I just ended up wearing earrings and my wedding band and my engagement ring, and that's really the only accessories that I wore. For earrings, I wore these here, and these are by the Givenchy brand from Macy's, and I loved them so much. They were just silver, and they had like a teardrop stud on them, and I just loved them so much. So basically that's all I wore. So I just wore that, and then my engagement ring and my wedding band. I decided to get a wedding band that matched my engagement ring perfectly, so it's basically like my wedding, it's like my engagement ring, and it just has like a nice little twist, and it's by Tacori as well, so I'll insert a clip here so you guys can see it up close. But yeah, that's what I did for my wedding like jewelry. Those were the only two things that I wore. Now as far as my garter, so I ended up getting 2 garters, and if you guys have looked into kind of how garters are sold, usually they come in 2, so you can have one to toss and then one to keep. So that's what I ended up doing. So I only have the one I kept, and surprisingly my boy cousin ended up catching my toss garter, so I know it stayed kind of in the family, which is really funny. But the one that I wore was this one here, and it was just super, super sparkly. I love it so much. I got this one off of Amazon as well. You'd be surprised at all the great things that Amazon has. But basically this is what it looked like. So it was just lace, and it had just a ton of sparkles on it, a lot of rhinestones, a lot of pearls, but it was just gorgeous. It was pretty heavy, so I didn't end up wearing it through the ceremony. I just ended up putting it on during the reception, which was fine, but this is the one I wore, so I loved it so much. It's gorgeous, and it's something that I'm going to keep forever and just kind of remember my wedding day. So for my getting ready robe, my friend Stephanie actually bought me one, which is the one that I wore on my wedding day, and it's this one here, and it basically just said bride in the light blue, and it was just made out of silk, and it was just gorgeous. It hit me right at my knees, which was perfect, which was the perfect length, and I loved it so much. It was just simple, but very elegant, and you know, this is what I wore while getting ready. And then one other thing that I got to hang my wedding dress on was a personalized hanger, and I got this one off of Etsy, and it's this one right here, and basically just says Mrs. De Leon, which is my new last name, and I love it so much. They personalized it, and I hung my wedding dress off of it, and I just wanted it for like the gorgeous pictures. It just worked out really nicely. So yeah, I got this one here, and I'm gonna treasure this forever. I mean, my wedding dress hung on it, and I'm just gonna keep it forever. So I love it so much. Alright, so those were all my bridal accessories. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions regarding bridal accessories or anything in general wedding related, feel free to leave me a comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer anything that I can for you guys. Let me know if you guys like this wedding series by giving a big thumbs up. I also do have a couple more videos to add to this wedding series. So I hope you guys aren't bored of them yet. I know it's been like, what, 2 months since I got married, but it's just been crazy. It's been so busy. It's been just a whirlwind, but it's been so much fun. Just enjoyed married life and all that. But I definitely want to film this for you guys, so make sure to look out for those. And also remember to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that red subscribe button so you're notified when I post a new video. Remember, you guys are all beautifully and wonderfully made, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.